So it's looking like we are going to get Brian Norman Jr. Versus uh, Devin the Dream Haney in November. That is what the reports are saying. Uh, that's what it's looking like. We are um, happy that this is happening because at first it looked like they were saying that the Haney's were trying to get out of the fight and all this other stuff. But it's looking like both sides decided that they are going to shake on it and make this fight for November, bro. And this will be for Brian Norman Jr.'s WBO welterweight champion. So Dad will be at welterweight for this fight. Many believe this is a dangerous fight for Dev. It is. If any of you don't think it is, you've been living under a rock or you're in heavy denial. This kid, Brian Norman Jr., I don't think he's as skilled as Devin, but he definitely got that. He definitely got that equalizer. He do got some skill set to him though. He's not a bum at all. He's a good fighter. He can fight. Looks like he's a good, decent boxer too. Excellent body puncher. Serious power. It looks like. He puts Sasaki to sleep with a left hook. And many believe the left hook is kryptonite to Devin Haney. When they saw Ryan Garcia was able to execute his left hook and knock Devin Haney down and hurt him multiple times, they figured, well, if Ryan Garcia was able to do that, how was Devin Haney going to defend against Brian Norman Jr.'s hook? Well, here's the thing with that. You got to remember, man, Devin Haney, he was on the mission against Ryan Garcia. He wanted to go in there and straight bring it to Ryan and knock him out and stuff like that. We know that's not how Devin Haney fights, bro. That's not his thing. And it never works out well for him when he tries that. That's the reason why I hate when a lot of fans start talking about dudes be running in the ring. And sometimes, it do appear that some of these fighters do be overdoing that shit when, like, their movement. It does. But when a boxer is not really, that's not his style, we can't really force them to be something that they really ain't, because that'll get them hurt. That's just me. I let them fight they fight, man. Let them fight they fight and let the other fighter figure out a way how to stop that dude from doing what he doing. And if that boxer can't do that, then we should start questioning that boxer's skill set. That's just the way I see it. But he is not going to fight Brian Norman Jr. the same way. Number one, there's no real bad blood there between them. So Devin got no reason to go in there and try to bring it to Brian Norman and stand right in front of him and bang it out. That is not going to happen at all. So I suspect that Devin will probably utilize his footwork and his jab for most of that fight. And in spurts, he'd probably stand there and bang with Brian and get up out of there. He has the ability to do that. But many believe that Devin doesn't have the power to keep Brian Norman Jr. off of him with his jab. Sometimes you don't need the power. Sometimes if your jab is effective and it's like pinpoint accurate, you can do damage with that shit, man. You keep hitting somebody in the same spot repeatedly over and over and over again. If Brian Norman doesn't move his head, that could be easy target practice for Devin Haney's jab. And over time, throughout the fight, that jab will start wearing at your eye. You know what I mean? And people don't think about that. And that's a strong possibility. And that's what makes this kind of an interesting fight, because many believe Dev's just going to go in there and get knocked out. That's not going to happen, man. Not at all. It will if he stands there and doesn't use his defense, and that's a strong possibility he could get stopped by Brian Norman Jr. But I don't think Devin's going to fight Brian now in that way. So Brian's going to have to figure out how to avoid the jab, and Devin's going to have to figure out how to get away from that left hook. And them body shots, man, especially that left hook. Brian Norman, He's a scary dude, man. If you go back on some of my vids, I've said this about him. There's something about that kid that's scary, bro. I can't put my finger on it. It's just I don't know if it's how he look or if he has like an emotionless face. I don't know if y'all understand like where I'm coming from when it comes to him, but it's like when he talking, I never see any expression on his face. It's like one of these, like a mask almost. It's like a machine. It's something about that kid that scares the shit out of me, man. But I can't wait to see it, man. Will we see a different side of Devin Haney in this fight? I think Dev going to bring his A game, but I think he can pull it off if he fights his fight, man. And if he does, I don't want to hear he was running. I know that's what's going to be said anyway. And then that goes to my point. Even if Dev does use his feet a lot in this fight, Brian Norman Jr., right? He's supposed to be skilled enough to pin Devin Haney in the corner and cut the ring off effectively to stop him from moving. Really, that's really all it's about. And Devin's job is to stop Brian Norman Jr. from cutting off the ring by any means necessary. You see, that's what makes boxing, man. We can't be sitting up here calling fighters Tom and Jerry fighters and trying to stop them from doing what they naturally do. How would people like it if you stop power punchers or brawlers from doing what they do and telling them, hey man, you pressing the action a little too much. You slow down. You might get the knockout too soon. Slow down, man. You gotta box a little. Stupid. Come on. But anyway, can't wait to see it. Hope it does really happen in November. So look out for it. It's word on the street. In case y'all ain't heard, we are going to get Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney this upcoming November. Let me know what you think. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all in the next one.